We just worked so hard. Like, I just wanted to stay there, but he like
Yeah.
wants to go and then look at this amazing view. And then you see the view. It's like an orgasm. Nobody fucking wants to stay in the constant orgasm. That's exhausting.
Hey, hey, my beautiful authentic creatives. Welcome back to the Authentic Creative Podcast, where we expand our capacity to feel good. Dive deep into creativity and remind ourselves that joy is not an afterthought, it is the main event. Now, if you tuned into our epic Valentine's Day panel on creativity, leadership, and joy, you already know we had a powerhouse lineup of brilliant women dropping wisdom, laughs, and some seriously good vibes. But what happens after the panel? When the official recording stops, but the magic keeps flowing. Well, my friends, that's what today's minisode is all about, the after party. The Zoom room doesn't empty, no one wants to leave, and we all just keep riffing on the most unexpected, hilarious, and heartfelt things. Because when you get Anna K. Morris, Simbi Hall, Celeste Chiam, Dr. Sarah Milken together with myself, you don't just close the laptop, you linger, you laugh, and you keep the inspiration going. So in today's episode, you're getting a front row seat to the unfiltered, unscripted, and utterly delightful after-hour chat that we had once the panel wrapped. We talked about a few random, just fun little things, very quick. So grab your cacao, your tea, or whatever makes you feel fabulous, and let's dive into the after party. Welcome to the behind the scenes that kept us buzzing long after we hit end meeting on the Zoom. What if I told you that the key to deep peace, healing, and clarity is already within you, just waiting to be unlocked? Welcome to Mountain Breathwork Infused with Reiki. This isn't just breathwork. This isn't just Reiki. It's a powerful, transformative experience. A journey into your own energy, your own breath, your own healing. Your first session right now is donation-based because I want you to feel it, to truly experience the shift. But here's where the magic happens. You'll release stress, stuck energy, and emotional weight that's been holding you back. You'll feel lighter, freer, and deeply connected to yourself, your intuition, and what really matters to you. You'll tap into clarity, creativity, and a profound sense of peace that carries into your daily life. And when you commit to the journey, a 10-session package for $1,011 takes you deeper, unlocking lasting transformation, breakthroughs, and expansion. Available over Zoom. Whether it's just you and a partner, so powerful, your family, so powerful, or just any small group that you're intimate with and you want to work with, you will be guided into a space of safety, release, and renewal. Hosting a retreat, I would love to bring this healing to your community. It's time. Give yourself a deep breath. Say yes to your expansion. Message me to book your first session today. Siri@sageandblushwellness.com. Check the show notes. Welcome to the Authentic Creative, expanding our capacity to feel good. I'm Siri Baruch Thornton, a lifelong healer, teacher, and creative. My journey began in a yoga ashram in Boston and led me through the healing communities of Vermont to over 25 years in the film and TV industry. Along the way, I've learned from spiritual masters, explored meditation, clairvoyance, and embraced my role as a mountain breathwork teacher, Reiki Master of Masters, and Akashic teacher. This podcast is all about inspiring you to expand your capacity to feel good through conversations, tools, and practices that support your inner growth and creativity. So, whether you're seeking healing, transformation, or simply a deeper connection with yourself, join me as we explore what it means to live authentically, creatively, and in alignment with your highest self. Let's dive in. Let's just take a moment to honor the wisdom, the creativity, and the truth that has been shared today. Each voice in this space has been a reflection of love in motion, a reminder that leadership is heart-driven, creativity is limitless, and joy is a choice that we get to make. May we carry this energy forward, embracing our full selves, trusting our path, and leading with the kind of love that expands and inspires. The conversation does not end here. It lives on in the way that we continue to show up, that we continue to create, and that we continue to connect in our communities and with ourselves. So with so much deep gratitude, thank you all so much for being here. I love you, and I have a little poem. Love is not something outside of us, waiting to be found, waiting to arrive. It is the breath we take in, the space we give ourselves to expand. It is the knowing, deep, steady, unwavering, that we do not have to earn our belonging, that joy is not a prize for perfection, but a practice, a birthright, a home. To love ourselves fully is to walk unburdened, to trust the voice within, to move with the quiet certainty that we are already enough. The most radiant version of you is not the one who has it all figured out, but the one who dares to show up anyway, to speak, to create, to lead with an open heart. So as we close this space, give yourself one more breath. Feel the warmth, the power, the ease of being you. Carry this love with you, not fleeting, but endless, something that has always and will always be yours. And the more we share this love, the more it gets to expand. Thank you, ladies, you goddesses of light. You are such an inspiration in your own beautiful, unique ways. Thank you, audience, for listening, for tuning in, for soaking this in. Now I just want to open it up for anything you guys want to cross, share, and have fun with about that came up for you during the conversation.
I feel like I wish I'd said this earlier, like when we were talking, but it hit me with the idea with what you were saying, Anna, because I was thinking about too, like joy isn't static and it isn't like a goal to be there. Like, and we talk about this as well in Buddhism. It's like Buddhahood, we talk about being in the orbit of Buddhahood. It is not a destination that you're at this point. And um a guidance I received once was talking about how like you climb up the mountain and then you get there, right? And then you look out and what do you see? More mountains.
Yep.
And
Every time.
there's a deeper parable. I won't make it a Buddhist lecture, but I actually, had the incredible deep good fortune to meet our mentor, our sensei, and he was explaining that and he was talking about how then you go back down and then you share whatever it is you've learned and you bring more people up the mountain and then you're up at the mountain and then somebody else who was like a good dad to me and that's also a Buddhist who passed away was Wayne Shorter, who's a musician that Siri knows as well. And he talked about how when you get to the mountain, when you're on the peak, there's not a lot of room up there, right? Because you're at the peak of a mountain and the air is very thin. You're not meant to stay at the peak. And so I think even just like maybe at the end of this now redefining joy, like what do we think joy is? Because it isn't just that peak moment, right? It's like when you work out, you get that flood of endorphins because you've done something hard for you. And that's fun too if you're doing the right exercise. It should all be fun, right? You know what I mean? So I was just thinking like, oh, it might just be good to like reframe, our idea of joy because it isn't getting the thing. Like in Buddhism, we say it's not the thing you're chasing, it's the whole process and it's transforming your belief system. When you transform the inside, the exterior is different because now you have another mission.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just was thinking about the mountaintops and how
Yeah.
like to be excited about mountain climbing or rather than like making base camp at the peak. So
I
you
love
don't do
that,
that.
Simbi. I love that. I call my breathwork mountain breathwork. That's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. It's, the air is thin, you're at the top, there's not a lot of room, and you look over and there's more mountains.
Yeah.
That's so Cindy, I am married to somebody who loves hiking. and I do not. I'm like an alpine meadow walker with like cows in Switzerland, like with the bells. I like want that. And we go hiking in the Dolomites, and he's like wanting to like summit, do this stuff. And I'm like, but there's this restaurant here. And there's like what are Aperol spritzes at the time I drank. So Aperol spritzes and schnitzel, right? Like the best, it's like the best of Italy and the best of Germany with like a strudel for dessert. And I'm like, can we just stay here? Like, why? We just worked so hard. Like, I just wanted to stay there. But he like wants to go and then look at this amazing view. And then you see the view. It's like an orgasm. Nobody fucking wants to stay in the constant orgasm. That's exhausting.
It's heard after a while.
If
I
you
don't
just
know.
keep coming again and again. I mean, yeah, sometimes. But really, like, you can't sustain it and you don't want to. And so it's just, yes, the air is thin and you can't bring that many people with you. And we actually want to bring others with us.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, let's go to like the mid-level, like bring a lot of people to the restaurant.
I'm like, where's the gift shop? Because that's my favorite part of the park.
It was there. There was a really good gift shop at the place where we're talking about.
That's funny.
I love that. Yeah. So much for setting this all up, Siri. What a fun Valentine's Day.
Oh, you're so welcome. My absolute pleasure. Thank you for being here and bringing the real.
Yes.
Always.
I just wanted to add one more thing. I think I mentioned earlier Albert Einstein's quote, and I just want to make sure that it was accurate. I don't think I said the correct words, but he said, creativity is intelligence having fun.
Oh, good one.
And yeah, the students every day remind me how to have fun because at one point I was a very boring, very strict mother. And I had to really do some inner work when I spoke to a mom of my daughter many years ago. And I said, how do you do it? How do you have so much fun parenting? Because I was struggling with it for a while. And she said, well, I want to be remembered as a mom who is fun and who has these, magical moments with my children rather than a mother who's always keeping the house clean. And that's all they remember of me. And that was like a light bulb moment for me. So ever since then, I can feel that I've been deconditioning myself from being a performative person to really, how do we just have fun? My students every day, when I teach them, they just do it so effortlessly. And we've forgotten how to do that. So I really appreciate that every single one of us is talking of different ways to really get back to that fun self and that what Amy said earlier, that childlike wonder. I mean, I think there's a big difference between being childish and childlike. And I think that's that, sticky place that people think, oh, well, no, not everything should be like childish. But no, everything can be childlike, that youthful energy, right? So I so love what you did today, Siri. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sitting in on a master class, listening and everybody's goodness.
I love you guys so much.
Happy Valentine's.
Happy
Nice
Valentine's
to meet you, Simbi.
Day.
Happy
Nice
Valentine's.
to meet you
I
too.
sent you a message on Instagram, and Celeste, we should definitely connect. We have each other's number, so let's do it.
I'm going to email all of you together now that
good.
you've met each other.
All right.
Bye,
Thank you all.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Happy weekend. Thanks, Siri.
You're welcome. Thank you.
What's the thing that's never getting better? The thing that keeps you up at night? The loop you can't seem to break free from? Bring it to our Akashic record reading session. This isn't just a reading. It's a sacred conversation with your soul, with your team, your masters, teachers, and loved ones and guides. A place where the deepest parts of you are seen, heard, and understood. What happens in a session? You receive the clarity you've been searching for. You get the validation for what you've been feeling but couldn't quite name. You experience an energy clearing, releasing lower vibrational and stuck emotions so you can move forward lighter, freer, and more aligned. What if the answers you've been seeking are already waiting for you? In this space, you can finally breathe, release, and receive the relief you've been craving. One session or a package are available over Zoom from anywhere in the world. It's time to lift the weight off your heart. Say yes to clarity. Say yes to relief. Message me to book your Akashic Record reading today. Link in the show notes. Thank you for being a part of our journey today. As we expand our capacity to feel good, we're creating a community that celebrates authenticity and creativity. If this episode resonated with you, please go ahead and follow us and leave a 5-star review. It's great karma points. Your support helps us reach others who are seeking the same connection and inspiration that you are. If you love anything that you heard, text this episode to a friend or share it on Instagram and tag me at Siri Baruch Thornton. I'd love to repost and connect with you. Together, we can build a space where everyone feels empowered to explore their true selves. So until next time, keep embracing your creativity and slowly expanding your capacity to feel good, one breath at a time.